Okay, welcome back. Welcome back to our weekly meeting, and for all our Facebook friends, we are streamed live on Sam Sia's Facebook profile as usual. And feel free to share this with all your friends who you want to get involved in the Enagic business. And welcome to our 9th of October weekly distributors meeting, where we are featuring 6A2, newly 6A2, Anthony T, for him to actually share his journey. And before I actually invite him on, I would love to say that I'm very grateful that all of us can be here every single week to be part of this amazing community of Enagic distributors, not just in Malaysia, but globally, to always connect and to share our ideas and to share our journey with all of us with the single objective of helping each and every one of us to achieve and get more growth and achieve more results and success in our respective Enagic business. So I'm very grateful for that. And thank you everybody for coming back here every single week to attend the meetings and to also give your sharing. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring on the man of the week, man of the hour. Yeah, so let's give a round of applause, and also let's also congratulate him, because he didn't just become 6A2-3 yesterday, but recently he just became 6A2-3. Can we give a big round of applause to congratulate and to welcome Anthony T, newly 6A2-3 and our speaker of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a big round of applause.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna add spotlight. How add spotlight? All right, so Anthony is here with us. He's gonna share with us. His journey in the Enagic business. He's gonna share with us. Possibly, I'm gonna ask him a few. Let me know also in the comment box. Help me out. Let me know what you want to hear from him. All right, what will benefit you? Let me know in the comment box so I can also ask him, because it's not easy to get leaders like him to come on and to share. And whenever an Enagic distributor share, right, they really share from their heart. Yeah. So Anthony, once again, thank you for coming on to our show for this week. So just to start off, I just want to ask you before. Okay, this is the most important thing, right? Because a lot of people here, we are from different background. We also target people from different backgrounds. So possibly share with us, before you join Kangen, what is your background? What is your working experience before? And after that, what made you join Kangen? Can you share with us?
Okay. By profession, I'm an engineer by profession. So I've been working in the factory for almost 23 years. Before, in 2014, I come to know about Enagic business. So before that, we are actually when you work for the company, you are not work for yourself. So you look at yourself is you are very busy working for people. So you don't have time for your family, and the money that you earn is enough for the household expenses. So after all this while, we are seeing ourselves is like home to work, work to home. So we are looking for a solution. That what we are looking for is a time freedom, financial freedom, freedom to do what we like to do. So before that, the Enagic, we come to know, I also try others direct sale or any multi-level marketing, insurance. We tried a couple of things, but without much success. So that we stopped for a while until 2014, we come to know Enagic, the business.
Right. So now you mentioned that you have also joined other direct selling or multi-level marketing businesses before.
Yes.
Now, without going into the detail, but on a general view, what made you join Enagic, which a lot of people call it also direct selling, and what is the main difference you see between a typical multi-level marketing and the Enagic business? Because in here you actually achieve your success, so there must be some differences. Why here you join, and also you are successful here? So what would be the main differences in your view?
Okay, by the year 2014, when I get to know Enagic, I attend the Enagic convention annual dinner at Sunway Pyramid. I still remember. So that time I see so many people achieve their 6A recognition on the stage, and the moment I see Mr. Osuro And this man is very, I would say, very humble, lot of compassion. And they speak about drink Kangen waters, change your water, change your health. And what touching me is a true health, actually, true health. So from that onward, it gave me the belief, and we are going back to try to understand what is the heart of the company, the business, the heart of it. And later, we also realized that the business model is very unique compared to other direct selling or multi-level marketing. So what we are in AG is we are partnership with a factory direct. And this is the totally distribution revolution. So it's direct from the factory to the consumer. So all of us, we know, right? If you go through traditional distribution channel, go through agent, wholesaler, retailer, all advertisement, all the add up, the cost is so much. So because this is a very good medical grade machine, right? So it have to be direct through, and then it will benefit more consumer and make it more affordable.
I see. So you would say it's the machine, and also because you feel like you are dealing with factory direct company, so it gives you a lot of confidence.
Yes.
to be part of the business. Fantastic. So in this call, right, I'm sure there are a lot of people, they are just starting off. Maybe they are 1A, 2A, 3A, or even 4A. So and a lot of people, they say, you know, the starting is the hardest. Some people, they start very easy. Some people, the starting is the hardest. So what would you say? How did you get yourself from, let's say, from 1A to 4A? What did you do? What was your activity like? And if you can share, what do you actually do? Are you doing demos? Are you sharing water? Are you sharing video? What helped you to get from 1A to your 4A ranking initially when you started?
Okay. Everything I will encourage to do the basic. So the more the thing you do the basic, the more people can follow, can duplicate. So what I do is I learn how to do demo to share, because the water is colorless and tasteless. So a lot of people water is just water. So you need to have some knowledge, some information, what make the water different, like the distilled water, or the RO water, the mineral water, all this ionized water, what are the differences? So you need to have some product information, knowledge, and we just share. But the best thing is you don't have to be expert doing this business. So what you need to do is you just share from your heart. And your intention is to share to help people, not intention to sell the machine to make money. That's not the correct way. So by just sharing, and because we see all our friend relatives, they have come of the problem right now, like many of them have cholesterol, diabetic, high blood pressure, those problems they are facing, and they don't have a real solution for it. So if you know your solution, probably this is the solution they are looking for. And when I get started, one thing I tell you, all of you can do the same thing, because our product is so great. Don't you all agree? The product, the water, Kangen water, is speak by itself. Almost everyone drink Kangen water, they have a very good experience about the healing crisis, you know, the recovery, they feel more energy, they can sleep better. So in terms, when they do the blood test and they see the result significantly, that is more important.
So share from your heart, you know, don't think about closing the sale, because people can really feel if you're sharing to help them or just to make money out of it. Now, when you're talking to this prospect, you mentioned it is possibly your relative or your friend that have issues. Did you approach them one by one, or did you like do a home demo, or did you go to their home? So what was your method that time when you started?
Okay, when I started, I still go one by one or family member. So normally when we go, we tell them this information is very important. The whole family member, if they can get together, then we benefited. So it will not waste your time. Definitely you will learn one or two things out of it. So it's very, very informative and educational.
Yes, that's actually that's also very smart, because sometimes you don't know whether is it the husband making a decision or the wife. So it's better to have both husband and wife there, right? And learn together. Okay, we got a question from Cynthia in the chat box. She asked, what is your first criteria to qualify a prospect?
Okay, to qualify the prospect is the almost important. Also, many things. If you properly qualify the prospect, like when you do prospecting, name list, then we from the EKVW also we learn about the mean, the money, interest, need, and the trust. So if you really properly qualify your prospect, your closing rate will be very, very high, up to about 90% easily, if you really qualify your prospect.
Right. So follow the MINT, which is what we teach in the EKW, which is money, interest, need, and trust. So what will be your most important criteria out of the four things for you?
The most important criteria, we have to have a very good listening skill. So, and through asking a right question, you get the answer. Most of the people, right, they either they have a lot of challenges, obstacle, the pain. So you need to listen carefully. Then only, because I found a lot of people, they know Kangen is very good. They know Kangen got so much value. So, but without knowing what the customer, the prospect, their need, what this medical grade device can solve their problem, can solve their pain. So what they do, they share everything, they talk everything, A to Z. In fact, what you need to do, you need to become a professional, a problem solver to solve their problem. So you need to know their hot button, their pain. The bigger the pain, the bigger the urgency, they need this. They see this is a solution to their problem.
Right. So ask more questions and understand what is their problem and present Kangen to solve their problem rather than just vomiting out our Kangen demo script, right? Okay, so we have another question here from Manasa. When you do the demo, Anthony, how do you do the demo? Do you carry around the machine or do you just carry the water when you do your demo?
99% I just carry the water actually. I just carry the water and show the basic about the property. Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm sure that today you are 6A2-3. Can you share with us how long have you been in the business already, since day one?
Since 2014 December, then about 8 months, I become a 6A by July 2015. Yep.
Yeah, so 2014 means it's about 7 years you've been in the business already, and 6A2-3, that's a wonderful result. Can you share with us, on your way to 6A, I'm sure there are some obstacles or there are some big mistakes that you have done yourself, and you did it in 8 months, but maybe you could have done it shorter. If you can turn back the clock, what would you give as an advice to everybody on their way to 6A? What are the biggest mistakes they should avoid, and what are the things that they should do on their way to 6A?
Okay, that's great. For me, because engineer by profession, right? The background we need to analyze. That's a problem. So it takes me 3 months to understand, buy a lot of books to read everything, because we don't want to introduce something to our friend, relative. Something is later you found like what? So we do about 3 months due diligence study before we start to sharing. Okay. So if you ask me what to avoid, the mistake is you need to have a lot of good qualified the prospect, the name list. The bigger, the longest the name list you have, the better. And in this, as you know, this product is not for everyone. Some people is very skeptical, but what important is you just share from your heart. Do your best to do the sharing, and intention is to help. That's all. No pushy. Don't become a salesman. If you really ask me, let me ask you, how many of you do you like salesmen or not? My question to you, when you see no filter, when you see salesman, what is in your mind? It's not good, right? You look at a salesman, it's like cunning, cheating, right? So don't become a salesman. Stop selling, but start helping people. If you turn your focus, start helping people, and just now you heard, right, the testimonial sharing. So much testimonial, so many people benefited. I believe this Kangen water is going to benefit more people, because up to today, it's only 1.5 million sold. And the world population is 7.8 billion actually. Look at it. We don't even hit 0.5%. Right.
So that would be your biggest advice. So don't sell, start sharing. And on the way to 6A, what would you say was the biggest obstacle for you?
Okay.
And how did you overcome that?
Okay, the bigger obstacle, I believe most of you also come across, very expensive, cannot afford. This is direct selling. I don't like to buy product from direct selling company. These are the questions I facing actually.
How do you respond to those people? So let's talk about, let's say, product before the direct selling part. Let's talk about when people say, it's too expensive. Oh, it's 4,000 US. It's a lot of money. How would you respond to rejections like that?
Okay, first of all, I also tell them, I also felt very expensive. The first time when I know the price, I almost dropped from the chair because I compare it with another water filtration system. And then I tell them how I later, when I drank the water, how I experienced actually, how it helped to bring down my cholesterol, how it helped my wife, the liver problem, the bilirubin problem, how it benefit all my family member. And later, I discover this machine actually is a medical device. There are so many certifications. Even Japan, they have JAPA, Japanese Association of Preventive Adult Diseases. So if you look at all this, now you start to realize that what you get is all about perceived value. It's all about perceived value. Today, then we can explain to them, like first time when you get the phone, like those days, the Nokia phone, it's only 300-400 Malaysia ringgit. When it came out iPhone, a lot of people is very naive. It's not for me because it costs about 3,000 to 5,000. But today, even the iPhone 6,000 people are queuing overnight to get the phone. It just because Energic, this medical device is right now we are early adopter. You know, the any new product enter the market is a bell-shaped curve. We are early adopters, so it's a very big market actually.
So basically, just have to perceive value. Is about how we present the Kangen machine to our customers. So that is regarding when people are saying expensive. But then you mentioned the second point is when people say, "Hey, this is a direct selling business." So let's say you're trying to get somebody in and they say, "Oh, this direct selling business is not good. I had a bad experience. You know, this and that." How would you respond to that?
Okay. Again, we always have to agree with people. Then I will tell them, perhaps you have a very bad experience previously, because many of us, we join a lot of direct selling company, A or B or C company, right? So some people had bad experience where they have spent a lot of money, they stock up a lot of inventory in their room. So all kinds of experience. So we tell them, I know where you come from, I know how you feel. I felt the same way. I also been through what you have go through the experience. Let me share with you what is Energic, who is Energic? Because in the Energic platform, a lot of people is asking about what product, how, what. But important, I tell them is why. Why Osiro founded this Energic company from the beginning, since 1974. What is the why? So if you understand the why, then you will know about the what and the how. So Energic business, right? Every year, Energic is open up. We all know, right? Every year, March, Osiro birthday celebration, the factory is open up. You can go in and do a tour. And for me, I've been working overall up to now, it's about 20 years working in the factory. So we know how Energic factory run. From the raw material, sub-component, to the electrolyte, the plate, and the system itself, all is a vertical integration. I tell you, if you really visited the factory, seeing is believing. I salute. I give them 6 star and above. In terms of the company with all the certification, it's not easy. It's not easy. So if in terms of product, today Energic manufacture about 20,000 units supplying to the whole world. So in terms of the cost effective bulk purchase and the in terms of the company, how they run the factory, is really amazing.
So you talked about, I mean, you've been to the visited the Energic factory, met up with Mr. Oshiro. Can you describe to us, because I think a lot of people also would love to visit Okinawa and to visit Osaka factory and to visit Mr. Oshiro, where it all started. Can you explain to us what happened to you when you visited the headquarters? Can you share with us your experience so that we can actually see how you felt, and maybe a lot of them would also love to go there?
Okay, very important. If you really visited the factory, you can see how they run the process. In the step by step, they give you the tour, and also the subcomponent, even our filter, high grade filter. They show you how they build this high grade filter, and then how they do the air leak, and how they do the titanium coated with platinum, the plating, all using the automation system. And when they build the unit, everything is by the skill, hand skill. One technician had to assemble the whole machine. For a super, they have a special room, and that technician had to be super qualified. And one day they only can build a certain number of the super unit. So if you look at it, this sort of technology, the environment, the way they control, and the certification, this is something on top, ahead of all the others competitor. In fact, until today, we don't even have competitor. Many people ask me, do you have a competitor? I say answer is no.
Can you share with us few points, just a few points? I know you're very knowledgeable, being an engineer as a background, on the differences, but let's just say, give us about 3 to 5 points that you normally say, hey, why you say there's no competitor, there are other people selling ionizer. So how do you normally respond to your clients when they say that?
Okay, so the competitor, so-called competitor ionizer, right? If you look into it, right, they don't even have factory. For example, you take a Korean brand or any Taiwanese brand, when you ask them, most of them, they are just reseller or private label company. They are not OEM, original equipment manufacturer. So when you buy Energic machine, you buy direct from the factory. Your warranty, your spare part, everything is direct from the factory. But for other brand, you are buying from the agent. So I'm not sure how they cover your warranty, your spare part, how long the company come and go, how long they can survive, be there to support you. That is the main difference. And we talk about ionizer. The most important ionizer is the titanium coated with the platinum. This is you need to use a medical grade. So there's a big difference. The industrial metal and the medical grade metal is a huge difference. If you're using the industrial grade metal, you tend to have a metal poisoning. That you can see the difference, because the water you are drinking into your body, not only you drink, your whole family is drinking the water. That is number one. Number two, Energic machine is patent technology. It can do the e-cleaning. This is the utmost important, because every process, there is the byproduct. That's calcification. When the mineral we stick to the plate, that's calcification. So Energic, it designs us a way you can do it yourself, do the e-cleaning monthly, just to remove this calcification, and yearly you can do deep cleaning. And if not enough, after 3 years or 5 years, you can bring to the company. They can do the overhaul. They can dismantle all the 7 plates, clean up one by one, check before they putting it back. And that machine, it easily lasts you outfit about 25 years and beyond that. So competitors one, so far, none of them can do the e-cleaning. It's like car. All the car, I don't care you drive Ferrari or Lamborghini or whatever car, you still need to service, right? But imagine today, I'm selling you a car and I'm telling you this car is half the price. But the only thing is cannot service. How long you use, you use. Would you buy the car or not? That's the question. But for Energic Kangen machine, you're able to do the e-cleaning. That means it's serviceable. Then come to the third point. We just talk about 5 points is enough to tell the customer. Of course, we know there's a 15 point. So the 5 point, the third one, we will tell them WQA, Water Quality Association, very important. Whatever you say doesn't carry any weight, but we need a third party non-profit organization. And you all know how the WQA, they qualify the factory to, and every year they send a lead auditor to audit the factory at the point of use, and the license had to renew every year actually. So Energic is still, until today, is the only one awarded Gold Seal. In terms of ionization platform, Gold Seal award, that is very, very proud. Number 4, we have 2.5 hypochlorite acid. This hypochlorite acid now is very demanding. During this pandemic, all of us is like so worried about this virus, right? So this hypochlorite acid, if you do some study on the EPA, Environment Protection Agency, and you can see how effective this hypochlorite acid to against the bacteria, the viruses actually. So since the MCO last year, March until today, I don't even spend a single cent buying the others sanitizer, disinfectant from the market, because Energic produce the HOCl is far, far more effective than the rest. And the 5th point is 11.5. The strong acidic, also known as sodium hydroxide. So this sodium hydroxide is another precious water where very effective, they remove the oily pesticide. So by showing to the people, right, every day you are cooking, right? So you're feeding to your children. So imagine the pesticide is very poison and it's very hard to remove. So what they do today, they buy the veggie walls. Some they use the Manuka Harvest Pure, some using salt, some using on. They use all kind of things, try to remove. But is that effective? The question, the answer is no. So by showing a simple demo, how this 11.5 can help. So this 11.5 and 2.5, why I say no competitor is simply because we have this medical grade machine, they're using this salt, table salt, called sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is Na plus Cl negative. So this water H2O, when you ionize, you got H plus, acidic water, and alkaline, you got OH minus. So when you add this table salt, NaCl, the Cl will attract to the H plus. So you got HOCl. And the Na plus, you will attract to the OH minus, then you get the sodium hydroxide, NaOH. All this is about chemistry. It's about science. It's about fact. Not just opinion, no? It's just a fact. So up to today, which are the company outside the other brand can do what we are doing? The question is none. Okay, back to you, Simon.
Oh, amazing. Guys, can we give him a round of applause for that? That's what you get when you bring a engineer to come and speak to on this weekly meeting, because he really knows his stuff. Guys, did you learn something very valuable from just that sharing? If you did, type 1 in the chat box, and you can use that in the next time your customer asks, how come I need to buy this? It's so expensive. Why not another machine, right? You can use some of the points that Anthony just shared. Yeah. So, okay, going to the next question where I want to ask Anthony is, so obviously becoming a 682-3, it is not a one-man show, right? So obviously you have a good team that is with you, under you, that you are building together. Can you share with us how do you approach somebody, either he is already a client or a completely new person, and how do you approach them to bring them into the business? What is your pitch, or what is your conversation with this person? Can you share with us how do you enroll a distributor?
Okay. When I started, right, we feel like this product we know is very good, but we tend to make a mistake not to show the business. And because we worry about to let people know how much money we make, right? So there's a common mistake that we make. So right now, what we're doing actually from the past when we learn, every time we show this the product, we also show them the business, the marketing plan, to show that this company, they are giving back to the consumer. So if you are the consumer and you can become an equal opportunity, become a distributor. So we show them the opportunity, because remember, Malaysia Australia want to give you 3 health, not only physical health, financial health. Then only when you achieve these 2, you got mental health. That is what Energic True Health is.
Right. So on your way to building your team, getting them on board and all. Now, can you share with us what kind of trainings and how frequent are your trainings do you do for your new team member for them to learn, how to do the demo or how to build the business, how to learn the basic? So how is your schedule like? Do you do it once a week, once a month for your new team member? How do you do it?
Okay, the best thing is how we do it, right? Is we need to leverage, because in Energy business, when you are joining your team all around the world, you are joining the team, and you must know how to leverage the company, leverage the team. So the team normally they will do the activity like demo, business sharing, or some training protocol. So you just join. Like for myself, we also design a system where the important is a system, and then the system run the business. We or without you, the system will run by itself. Like we all know McDonald's also have McDonald's University, where they create a system for duplication franchising around the world. And we all also attend Eric Worre. We learn about the 7 key, how you run. Like for myself, I design, we work together with the team together. So we have a proper system. It's a 8-step pattern actually. Like the number 1, you came in the business. You must know your why. What is your dream? What is your why? What you want to achieve? What do you want? Right? So then from the dream, you set the goal, you put the date, and then you do the execution. So step number 2, you must know your product. No matter what, how can you share with someone the Kangen water when they ask you 10 questions, 8 questions, you say, I don't know. So you must be a product of the product. You must know your product, basic knowledge. So once you understand the product, you also must understand the business. If your friend asks you the process, can you show me the Energy 8-point system? You must able to easily take a pen and paper to show them. Okay, come to the step 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the action plan. Action is how you contact, invite. Then how you do the effective demo actually. Then how you follow up, how you do closing. So this is the loop. And come to the step 7 is counseling and strategizing. So it's very important. Otherwise, you keep doing a lot of action, but you cannot get the result. So what you do? You need to stop and do the counseling so that perhaps your strategizing is there's some problem. So you need to adjust your strategizing, and then you continue execution, and you're hitting your goal. And the number 8 is duplication. That's how we all always heard from EKVW also. We need to promote event, keep promoting event. That's why the event actually is duplication. So we or without you, the business will run internationally. So you need to have a system. And for new people, when they join the business, right, they need to know there's like you go to university, you need to study this module, and then you graduated, then you got your honor degree. So same thing in Energy business, there is a step-by-step also. You cannot even shortcut. You need to go through it, and the result is remarkable. And in Energy business, it's like a blueprint. You can see the whole view, and the income is predictable. That's what I like, predictable.
Thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you guys actually wrote it down, because it's actually very important what Anthony just mentioned. It's all about system. So if you're doing your business, simply, we call it simply do, means you just join and you start to talk to people and you don't even know what you're doing. That's where people get it wrong. Yeah, so system is so important, and that's what Anthony is actually trying to say. So even though you're not there, the system will run. So Anthony, I'm sure being in the business for the last 7 years, leading your team, how has this business changed you from a person that's been working in a factory as an engineer and your life before, and now being in Enagic? Let's forget about the money you earn, which we know is very good income from Enagic. But as a person, as a personal development, how are you different from the entity before you joined this business? Can you share with us?
Okay, so before that, in the factory, we always like 4 wall. We are working in the factory. We don't know what happened in the outside. We have no ideas. So after we Energic, right, we start to helping more people. The more fulfilling, it's not about money, it's about how many people you are helping. So every month we are targeted how many family we are going to help them. So in the business, this is one of the important key is you really want to help the family. So if you show the demo, they didn't buy the machine. My question is, are you able to help the family? No, the answer is no. So your intention, if you really want to help, you have to find a way to help them, truly help them to get this Kangen water, that how they can change their health and change their finance. So in before and after, right now, I feel more time freedom. I feel it's so much different is I able to help more people. It's called win-win. In the factory, people are fighting each other, a lot of politics, oh, you know, right, in the factory life. But in Energic, you all out to help people success. So let me ask you, if the person come all the way out to help you, to make sure you success and you make money, right? Will you let the person to help you or not? The question answer is yes. So right now, we just go out and not only help the customer to solve their personal health problem, we also in the business. So every month, I'm looking at least one business builders so that we can spend quality time to do the coaching, to guide them. The key thing is a lot of people doing a mistake is they help them. The new people come, they help, they do everything. I can do demo for you, everything. So at the end, what happened? You are not helping them. You are cripple them actually. So some of them until 5A, they still cannot do the demo. They cannot be independent. Even 6A, they still have to depend on the upline. So in Energic business, you must have a very good process. That means the first 10, you tell your new people, you watch how I do, how I explain the whole thing. We call it apprenticeship. So the next, the 11 to 20, and we call it partnership. That means some I do, some you do, some chicken list I do, you watch. Then after the 20, we call it leadership, where you can take over and you can do yourself. So teaching them how to fish instead of giving them the fish all the time.
That's very, very important, because that's one thing that a lot of people they do a mistake. They do everything for their downline. Yes. And as you said, they become crippled, and you're doing them a disfavor rather than a favor. So yes. So definitely you have learned a lot, being in the business, and you have gained a lot. How can you talk a little about your lifestyle change? And obviously we don't want to make any income claim, but definitely Energic is very rewarding and things like that. Can you share with us how has your freedom, your time, your finances changed after being part of Energic business and now becoming a 6A2-3?
Okay. Before that, we working in the factory. I'm working at a senior management level. Many people think, wow, senior management is quite high pay, good pay, But I tell you, the stress level also very high, lah. Equivalent to your pay. If the higher the pay, the stress level even higher. So you think about it. You may spend a lot of time work for someone to get the money, but you lose your health actually. So right now, what happened in Energic, you got time and financial freedom, and you's like no stress. You don't have to go to the company to punch card. Every morning I can wake up, I can go to the park and exercise, and I do what I want to do actually. So you control everything. And Energic business, the best is you can do it anywhere. Even you're inside the toilet also, you can do business. So you can do it anyway, very flexible. And the most fulfilling is to work with my team actually. So the success today, 6A2-3, everything is because of the teamwork. So if you keep selling the machine, you are like salesman. And if you really want to build the business, you need to build team. And when we build the team, that is how you build the business. That's how you become entrepreneurship.
Yeah. So what will be has anything changed from you since day one? So now you are thinking about, now as a 6A2-3 and being in the business for some years, you're thinking about building team. But when you started, were you more product focused and then after that you shift. Was there some changes in the way you approach the business? And can you
Yes.
share with us?
Yes, Simon. First, we will, what we do is we approach one by one, and then we don't have a proper system. When I start in 2014, we don't even have a system, proper training material. So every time we have time and night, we start to develop all this material, all the proper material, so that we want to benefit to the people when they come in, they know what to do actually, rather than they try and error, right? So we know we already have the recipe, how to do it actually.
Right. So basically, when you join no system, you took some time to build your own system. Then your growth actually came. So yeah, just a couple more questions before guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions for Anthony, you can also put in the comment box questions that you guys want to hear from him, because he's very experienced and he knows a lot about the machine and also the business. So this is the best time for you to ask. Okay, Anthony, one question is, now, for those people who are like, now in the market, there's so many opportunity, right? Everybody say you can make money. This company A also make money, B also make money. Everybody is promising so many things. What would you say to a person that is deciding whether they want to do Kangen or they want to do something else? What is the most attractive thing about Energic that you have seen compared to all the other opportunity there in the market?
Okay, if you're really looking for a business opportunity, why we choose Energic? Normally, I will tell them, normally when you want to start a business, there are 5 things you need to consider. Look carefully. Of course, number 1 is the company background. How solid the company, what is the background? You need to really study it actually. Not blindly, oh, the product is very good, just jump in. No, you need to understand the company background. Then second, you need to understand the product, what kind of product they're distributing. Is that the product is a trend product? So if they are distributing like the Kangen Energic business, this medical grade machine is a trend product. No doubt in the future, I'm telling you, the company last year announces they're going to build 2 new factories. So in the world, look at the market penetration. This is going to be a trend product where now everyone don't have this product, a lot of people, and sooner or later, everyone want to own this unit. This is number 2. So number 3, we talk about what is the market potential. Whether this is a market potential, just now we talk about the whole world, Energic only sold 1.5 million units. And look at that, the whole market. And today, Energic is going to open up South Africa market. And they last month I heard they're going to open an office in United Kingdom. So one factory actually they cannot even to meet the demand. And look at the market potential. This is the right timing. In fact, this year 2021 to 2025, I would say this is a window opportunity. This window opportunity in your entire lifetime, you only have 1 or 2 opportunities. This window opportunity is very crucial. So if you really look into it, and you can listen to Daniel Nimakali, the Kangen Global One, the video every month. This Daniel Nimakali also did say that last year, you look at the Energic 68 distributor, 7,000, now about 11,000 plus. And this is just beginning. This is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just beginning. If you want to become a millionaire in 2021 to 2025, you just pay attention. You just take this as a business project, work wholeheartedly, and definitely you'll get the success. And then come to the number 4. Look at the business potential. So how Energic do the profit sharing? And you're aware, right? Energic are very generous, very generous. So they even to tell you how much they are roughly their cost of production, how much profit they take, and the rest they are given back to you actually. That's amazing. And the number 15 is about timing. So if you look at the timing right now, it's a great timing because of the pandemic shifted the whole thing, and the timing is just perfect. Because if you know the new product, the normal distribution curve, right? We are an early adopter. So 2021 to 2025, this is an exponential growth. And that's a lot of money at this window opportunity. Back to you, Simon.
Thank you so much for that 5 points. So it's very, very, very enlightening that this, a lot of people, because of COVID, they are like, so affected, but actually is going to be our golden opportunity to make a lot of money in our business. So Anthony, we have two questions in the chat box. One was sent to me privately. Tika asked, how long did it take you to become a 6A? I think you mentioned just now. How long did you take to become 6A?
8 months, because 3 months I'm doing a lot of study. So actual execution about 5 months.
Amazing. 5 months to become 6A. And the second question by post-COVID, many people have lesser savings. How to get people to get the Kangen machine when bread and butter is more important now?
Okay, this is a good question. At this period of time, they told me many people are suffering. They lost their job. They got pay cut. Even their business is badly affected. And your machine is so expensive, they cannot even afford it. When I talk to them, in fact, all this is the main reason. It's the main reason why you should come in and join the energy business. Remember, the energy business is true health. They want to give you true physical health and financial health. So we will show them how they can jumpstart the business. There are many ways. Energy business, there's a zero interest installment. They even have a Tokure system. So we will sit down and work together. So how to jumpstart the business.
Okay, so basically focus and sell the business, the business opportunity for people to come in to make money. So last question for you, Anthony, before we wrap up is, for those people who are maybe they are 4A, 5A, even 6A or beyond, they have hit a, how do you say, stagnant level in their business. It's just not working. They're just not going forward. Their team is not responding. They're stuck. What would you say to them? What would your advice to them to get back on track for these people?
To get back on track, right? Firstly, you must have faith. Mission of Zero create this platform is to help everyone. So what I would say is, look at your existing. If you are 4A or 6A, you have a small team. Either way, you are leaders. So get back to them actually. Those existing user or distributor, follow up, follow through. The key thing is still about follow up, follow through. Number two, I found many people when they promote this Kangen machine, they don't really utilize the 5 functional water. So the 5 functional water are very important. How they're going to use this functional water. And we also know Energy have we learned from the Dr. Becky Parker about the protocol. So you must very good also to use this functional water on the protocol, where you can get optimum healthy, you can save money and save time, and yeah, go green, and helping many people actually in the business opportunity. So if you look at this, that really is amazing.
So basically just go back to the why they started the business and the fundamental of Energic, and to remind ourselves that our 6A2-3 goal is there, and we just have to keep on pushing, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's a timing, because when you talk to people, they say no to you, but it's only now, not tomorrow, not forever. So what you do is your prospecting and name list, you keep adding. So we learn also, right? We keep on adding our name list. If one day you can add 1 person, 1 month you got 30 name lists actually. So keep on adding your name list and talk to, because this business is about people. I think I want to add this, it's about the skill with people. So people join the business, people join you. People doesn't join the company, join the product. People join you. So it's a skill, the soft skill with people is very important. Beside the product knowledge and the business, your soft skill, how you talk to people, how you get connected, how you got connected, how you build the trust. Because people buy from people who they like, they know, and they trust. So all this is very important. If without this foundation, it's not easy to do this business. So this energy business, if you look into it, it's like, oh, very simple, but it's not easy. But if you compare to other conventional business, this is to be the easiest one actually.
Fantastic. All right. So thank you so much, Anthony. You have given us a lot of, I would say, really very valuable information about the machine and how you approach it and all these things. And I personally learned a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, did you guys learn a lot from from Anthony's sharing. If you did, type one in the chat box, or maybe you can send him some regards if you really learned something and he actually added value into your business. Yeah, a lot of people. All right. So once again, Anthony, Sifu, thank you so much for being on our weekly distributor meeting. We hope to have you back here more and to share with us even more so that more new people can get. Yes, you want to add something?
I want to add on thing. This energy business, right? It definitely for every one of you actually. So the question is better you want or you don't want. If you really want, I assure you, you definitely will success. Not this year, next year, definitely you will success. So you really have to hang on, persistent, perseverant, hang on, because there are many people, more than 10,000 6A in the whole world. If all these people can do it, you can do it. So with that, see you at the top.
Thank you so much. Let's give Anthony a big round of applause for his sharing. Thank you so much. All right. We would love to have you back here, and we can't wait to learn more from you. Thank you so much. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our weekly distributed meeting with Anthony T 682-3 for this week. And if you have any more questions for him, maybe you can private message him. We hope you have gotten value, and we will have the same meeting, and we have even a new speaker for the next week weekly distributors meeting. So please make sure that you are inviting your team members, your prospects, your existing downline to come on these meetings, because you're going to learn so much from it. Yeah. So thank you so much, Anthony, once again, and all the people who have shared their testimonial during the Canon experience. We see you back here next week, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'm just going to allow everybody to unmute yourself so you can say your highs and byes to everybody. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Simon.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Simon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Simon.
Thank you,
Everybody, have a good
Biafra.
weekend.
Thank you, Simon.
Take care, everybody.
Anthony.
Bye
Nice
bye.
weekend, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.
Hola, ciao.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Thank you so much.
Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.
Bless.
Ciao, ciao. Simone.